Hey everyone, welcome back to the JNL Chronicles. I'm John,
Hey,
this is Laurel. So, what have you got for us today?
today I've got some true Reddit stories that are truly strange, but true.
Well, you said it was off of Reddit, so obviously there's got to be something crazy in there.
Yes, they're crazy. They're crazy.
No
And
disrespect to Reddit or anything, because I know there's so much great stuff on Reddit. You only hear about the most wholesome things off of Reddit.
yes, I don't go on Reddit very often, but I did today because I needed some new material for you.
Okay,
Different.
alright, I'm ready.
Okay. So this first one is called One Child Had an Awfully Special Quilt.
Oh, quilts are nice, quilts are warm, quilts are, family quilts passed down from the generations.
My family made quilts, passed them down. They all worked on them. They would all be around the thing working on the quilts.
Okay, so
Doesn't sound too crazy yet, right?
no. Well, what could be crazy about a quilt?
Well, let me tell you. Okay. From edit author wah 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 27. They have some strange names over there on Reddit. Okay.
Not quite Woodward and Bernstein, but
Yes. So, I was babysitting for a girl and noticed weird furs on her bed. She explained to me very matter of factly that they were her cats. Her parents skinned her pet cats after they died, presumably of natural causes, and put the pelts on her bed. That was the only time I babysat for them.
that
Ew.
they skinned the cats and made a quilt out of them. First off, those were either really big cats to make a quilt,
Or
or
they
a
must have had
lot of
a lot of
cats
cats.
that all died, which
Sounds a little sus.
I would also go running out of that house as quickly as possible.
I think I might go to the SPCA and report that.
Yeah. Now, quite frankly, if they're putting the cat pelt blanket on the bed, what are they hiding? If that's the thing that they put out as oh, look at our treasured family heirloom of cat pelt blanket, what's in the basement?
What is in the basement? We'll
Prob-
never know. Unless wah 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 27 would like to elaborate.
so, wah 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 27. If you're watching, please comment below and let us know what's going on there because I think
I'd very much like to know.
I think this story needs more explanation, and I think someone else needs to go babysit there and investigate,
Yes.
and hopefully make it out alive.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Doubtful, but hopefully.
Okay. I have another one for you.
Okay.
It's called They Really, Really Liked Plates.
I like plates.
From
Plates are
Redditor.
great. You put your food on them. They stop your food from touching the table.
Yes,
That
plates are great.
that clanking sound when you're trying to fork at something and there's nothing that's going through it.
I love a good set of china.
Yeah. Which oddly enough, China, uh, high quality, worth a lot of money, but then stuff from China doesn't usually have that high quality.
I'm not too sure about that. I don't know. No comment.
Okay.
Okay. So this is from Redditor East London 12.
No, wah, 27, but
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. It's I knew a girl in high school whose parents were obsessed with dinner plates. They had such a huge collection of collectible plates in their house that every room was full of them on display. Their entire house was basically a library set up for these things. Her bedroom was a mattress on the floor, surrounded by display plates. You couldn't even lean on any wall. They were all like this. And
That's a that seems like a child neglect. That your child is sleeping on a mattress on the floor, yet you have all these collector plates all over the place. So you're spending
boxes of collector's plates
all your money on
around
collector's plates
the bed.
and not on your child's bed.
I know, a mattress on the floor? But they can afford collectible plates?
Were they Elvis plates? Because we all know those are worth so much money now. You know, you can get like 5 for a nickel nowadays.
It didn't indicate. But it continues.
Okay.
Okay. So the last time I went over there, I knocked one off of the wall by mistake.
Ooh.
I caught it and it didn't even break. But my God, the rage her dad flew into was freaking horrifying. He was inches away from punching me. Never went back. They tried nervously to laugh it off, like, haha, good old dad being funny, ha ha ha. The one time I asked my friend when they had so many and why, she went on a passionate tangent about all the cool plates they had and why they were so awesome. It went on for an hour. I never asked again because hearing about neat dishware for an hour was torture. That sounds like torture.
Yes, it does. Now here's the real question. Do they eat off of plates or do they like think that plates are too valuable to eat off of?
Maybe they eat off of paper plates and save their...
Yes. For you want your plates for display, not for eating off of. That would just be crazy to eat off of them.
Right.
But I know back in the day there was dad getting angry and punching a kid. A lot of places that wasn't such an odd thing to see.
Um, really? I've never seen a dad punch a kid, but
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
seen it.
Talk to my friend Robert. He bad times, bad times.
Oh, that's sad.
Little bit of a story here. He once got mad at his son for wearing black jeans because, and I quote, "This is a blue pants family."
A blue pants family?
Yes.
What is a blue pants family?
Apparently, he thought that his family should only wear blue pants,
Well,
not
then
black
who
pants.
bought him the black pants?
Probably his mom.
Did his mom want him to get spanked?
No. I believe this was the first time the color of your pants ever came up.
Oh, geez, poor kid. I feel sorry for him. Okay, here's another one. And this is from editor Berina. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. And this one's called Haircuts and Dinner Conversation Were Banned.
Haircuts and dinner conversation?
Yeah.
Are they talking about like haircuts during dinner conversation or dinner conversation for during haircuts?
No, they're kind of separate.
Okay.
Okay. So first, there was a family of 4 girls I went to church with, and none of them were allowed to cut their hair. They had to wait until they were 16 so they wouldn't get a haircut that they would regret because their mother had gotten a haircut that she regretted. They also weren't allowed to talk at the dinner table because one time one of the daughters was laughing at something and coughed on her food. The mom was afraid one of them was choking and dying, so talking was banned, and no one told me that when I came over for dinner. I just talked and they all stared at me. What an awkward dinner party.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
gosh.
So mom had a haircut she regretted, so now the daughters aren't allowed to have haircuts because
Until
you
they're
know.
16, and
Oh, but if they get a
lest
haircut when
they
they're
regret
16
it.
that they'll regret. When you're a little kid and you have a bad haircut, everyone just thinks, oh, that little kid has a stupid haircut. Oh well, it's kind of cute on a little kid. A 16-year-old has a weird haircut. They're like, that kid must be disturbed.
I can tell you can get a bad haircut at any age.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And who doesn't have dinner conversation? If you're going to be sitting at a dinner table, you have to have conversation.
Sitting,
Otherwise, just sit in your room and eat by yourself and watch
yeah,
TV.
if you have company over and everyone's silent, a silent dinner party sounds like torture, actually.
Yeah, and if the mom was so afraid of someone choking, then maybe she should have taken some CPR classes or like Heimlich maneuver classes. It,
Yeah, exactly.
it,
Check with the doctor.
but but instead, just no dinner conversation. That's an odd one.
That is an odd one. This one I haven't read yet, but I read the title and thought it would be really interesting.
The title does sound bizarre.
So, this one is they owned a large clown doll that they would dress in their clothing.
Hmm.
And this is from Redditor Ow1. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that.
Yeah, I think that's I one.
Okay. A friend from high school theater used to invite me over to her family's house all the time. Her mom collected large vintage dolls and child-sized ballerinas.
Nightmare
Victorian,
fuel.
for sure. Victorian girls, and this was one overly happy clown. They'd dress it up in their own clothing and place it around the house like it was a family joke and that it was alive. They also collected and played didgeridoos as a family group. It sounds cool, but they were all pretty odd individuals.
Okay. If I went over to a friend's house, oh, going back to my friend Robert, he had this clown lamp that when you woke up in the morning when spending the night and you see that clown lamp, the lamp was about the size of a head, so it looked like a human sized head,
Oh, wow.
and that lamp was terrifying.
I'll bet.
So I can only imagine if that family's dad was like, hey, so little Timmy there has Kevin over for the night. I'm gonna set up the clown in the room. That way, when they wake up, he craps his pants.
Yeah, and what's with dressing it up as if it's alive and setting it all about the house?
Either the family was a family of trolls, which would have been hilarious, and they need a YouTube channel, or they were just crazy because, for one, clowns are freaking weird, and I would not want one in my house.
No.
And
But lots of respect to the people that love clowns. Lots of people love clowns. My mom owned a statuary and art supply shop, and we taught classes on painting, and tons of people loved clowns, and they decorated their babies' rooms with clowns. So respect to people that like clowns. Clowns just aren't for me, personally. But respect to the people that like clowns.
but the thought of waking up to a didgeridoo and seeing a life-size clown,
I've never seen a
that
family of
sounds.
didgeridoo players.
I
That
didn't
that
know.
does sound kind of bizarre.
Yeah, it does. And I didn't know the didgeridoo made any other sounds but that one sound.
I didn't either. I'll have to look it up on YouTube.
Oh, that was
That was a crazy one.
a weird. That's a weird family.
This next one is titled An Incredibly Paranoid Mother. And this is by Redditor Aaron Barry Hill. Oh, normal name.
Yeah. Ballsy using your what sounds like a real name on Reddit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. For sure. Well, this is not the subreddit section.
Oh, okay.
This is just Reddit.
Okay.
God forbid I accidentally mosey over the subreddit section. Don't want to go over there. Okay. So I was about 7 or 8 when I used to play with this girl that lived a few houses down and across the street. I lived in a cookie cutter, very safe and fairly decent neighborhood across the street from the high school. But her mother never let us play outside because there could be a drive-by.
What neighborhood are they living in?
No, she said it was a good cookie cutter neighborhood. Any car we saw driving by could be someone with a gun and could very easily shoot and kill us. She also never let us play in the living room near the windows for the same reason. Another time I went over there playing with my friend, and the mom pulled me aside. She pointed to a truck she saw parked outside my house on the curb, and it was my uncle's truck. She told me that it's actually probably a burglar and he was inside my house killing my family at that moment.
Maybe she knew her uncle.
Can you imagine?
Like, oh, that's Tom's truck. I know him. He's a robber and a murderer.
Can you imagine telling this to a child that this truck is probably murdering your family across the street?
That is weird. I don't know. That's a weird one.
It says she wouldn't let me go home for the fear of me also getting killed. She finally let me go home after my mom called later and requested I come home for dinner.
Oh, the mom was safe then.
Yes. And she says that family is still crazy even 13 years later.
Well, for one, just being away from the windows won't stop you from getting shot by a drive-by. Bullets can go through walls just as easy as a window.
Yes.
And
sadly, we know this.
Yeah.
It's and
that sounds awful, living in complete fear of constant drive-bys and people breaking in and murdering you.
Yeah. I can't imagine telling a child that about that her family's probably getting murdered across the street. I can't get over that.
Yeah,
line.
that
sounds like child abuse.
Yeah.
So a family with clowns all over the place. Dinner parties that are silent, that you can't speak at.
Someone horribly afraid that there's murderers on every street corner and that they're going to get shot.
And collectible plates that are in every room of the house that the child only has room to have a mattress in the corner on the floor because her room is filled with collectible plates.
Let's not forget about the catskin blanket.
Oh my gosh. That was the worst one. So that's all we've got for you today.
Yeah. Well, if you liked the video, give us a thumbs up.
If you didn't like it, give us a thumbs down.
No. Still give us a thumbs up if you didn't like us. If you hate us, give us a thumbs up. Definitely. And comment below. Maybe tell us how you didn't like us.
Or tell us what you do like. Or tell us what you want to hear.
Or just ramble incoherently. It doesn't matter. It's all comments.
And if you liked what you saw, please subscribe. We'd appreciate it.
And thank you very much. I'm John. That's Laurel. Have a good day.
Bye, folks.